Okay. Oh, geez, that got knocked. There we go. Oh, kinda. There we go. All right, we're good. I think we're good. We good? We're great. We're set. All right, excellent. Good, 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 good. Oh, this needs to be moved. There we go. It's less bad. All right. Awesome. Splendid. Excellent. All right. How's everybody doing this fine afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is for you? All right. Apparently half my stuff isn't working. Oh, we're off to a swimming start today. All right. Well, we'll just do it the other way. Where is... Here we go. There we go. We'll do it this way. Because that'll work better. Alright. Excellent, excellent. And I'll put that right there so I'm not looking too far off to the side. Okay. And then we'll do this. And we will do this. And we'll grab you. That. Do this. This. Do that. That's not working. Okay. No. Okay. Everything's breaking. Okay. Come on. That's not what I want. Stop it. There we go. No, Reaper, you are not new. Stop it. Excuse me while my everything breaks. Okay, I want this, and I want this. There we go. More like that. Nah, it's not working the way I want it to. That's okay. Fine, whatever. It's fine. It's okay. I'll just do it this way. Alright. Let's see if we can't not get trashed again. Alright, let's see here. We got a double campfire and an elite. Which also leads into another campfire. Which leads into another elite, which also leads into a shop at the end, which is very good. We can get an early shop and skip that. So we can get a shop, an early shop, and skip it on a campfire, but we can also get a campfire. We can also get three good fights before the campfire, which is pretty good. I like 3 fights, and then that'll give us 1 harder fight. That's a good route. I like that route. Remove a card. Next 3 enemy combats have 1 HP. Well, not quite what we would like. We do lose out on 1 campfire, but we could get an easy elite, which is really good. We could also just remove a card from the deck, which is also really good. I kind of want to just do this regardless. And even though it's like only 3 basic fights and we get an elite after that, it pretty much guarantees an upgrade. So we'll just do that. because 3 easy fights is still good. Unfortunately, when you get trash, it's not very helpful. We're going to be getting a lot of free HP here, so I'm good for that. Okay, big money. Gain gold and obtain doubt. You know what? We'll just roll in the money. And when we go to the shop, when we get to that shop, we're going to be able to buy, like, 2 relics. True Grit, a good early card. We're back to full health. Okay. We're pretty much set here. That's a strong opening. Now, hopefully we do not get 3 pillars. This is a good opening. We skip this turn. Alright, we bash. We get a weaken this turn, that's okay. Solid opening so far. Not great, but solid. We're gonna get the plate armor because I don't want to take too much damage here. This is 40. Oh, that's reduced. Okay, we're gonna do that, and we're block in hopes that we get a good outcome for. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, so we're at 15. We're taking very little here. All right, Flash, and I believe we're gonna get we're getting guaranteed Fiend Fire this turn, so that's good. Which means we're gonna do a solid, strong 40 damage. 40 damage is pretty good here. Now we're gonna take 18, but we start with a ton of health. We're gonna True Grit. We're gonna strike and then defend. We're taking a good little bit of damage, but that's okay. Oh, good. We killed the doubt. And this guy will be dead next turn. We took a lot of damage from this. That's okay. Us being at 2 health is not that big of a deal. Flame Barrier. That is a good card to pick up. Alright. We rest here. Because we took a massive beating. Blue Candle. Not a very good one. Was that total 16? It's a lot more than 16. Come on. I don't want to play that. That's not gonna do me any good. Taking 10 here kind of sucks, but it's not terrible. Oh, I thought that was gonna be enough. I miscalculated. The weaken got me. Well, he's dead this turn now. Playing with low health, but we have a lot of. We're gonna get a lot of upgrades in the coming. Like, if we can get through Act 1, we're gonna be way ahead of the curve. Ooh! Alright. My drink just exploded on me. Let me clean up first. Now that we're right, last minute. Now that we're all fixed up, I'm gonna keep getting weakened into like oblivion here. It's kind of hilarious. Drawing the same like 6 cards every turn. Do I even have an attack card left? I do have 1 strike left. Gosh, I need to upgrade that. What is it called? True Grit. There we go. All of these suck. None of these are good for me. All right. Now, at this point, I want to go to the elite, and because I want to get to the shop. So we're going to have to either upgrade the True Grit and hope for everything goes well. Or I have to go for the rest and hope that 22 hit points is going to be enough to get me through it. I don't think... It's either Noblin or Pillars. In both cases, I do need the hit points, I think. It's very unlikely that I will be taking 0 damage. So, I'm going for it. Yeah, it's Gremlin. Alright. Well, good as time as any to do a ton of damage to this guy. Block. Because I will, yeah. I should have actually gone for the upgrade there. Oh well. Exhume is a very good card. We'll buy 2 potions. Power potion, those are good potions. Alrighty, we are first going to get rid of Doubt. We're going to burn that card. Second, we want... Oh. Dead Branch. That's pretty good. Whenever you break enemy's block to apply vulnerability. That's pretty decent. Every time you play 3 attacks gain 1 strength. Decent, but not incredible. We don't need the headbutt. A second True Grit is too much. I do like Dark Embrace. Dead Branch might actually be the way to go here. Shuriken is also pretty good, but that's scaling. We don't need scaling right now. This is good, like a good way to deal with the fact of like we're gonna continue to have a small deck, and I'm gonna exhume this card. Like, I want to upgrade this so it's cost 0. So I can get Fiendfire back. So the big play right now is to kind of, like, have a bunch of powerful cards. I don't think I need anything else here. Dark Embrace is not necessary. There is, like, the good, there is the possible, like, 3-card combo of Fiendfire, Dark Embrace into Exhume. Which will let me just, like, absolutely obliterate someone. Which may actually be the way to go. It might actually be the way to go. It's going to require upgrades, but it's pretty dirty, and it's fairly consistent with a 16-card deck. So, you know, it's good, but I need to improve the True Grit, because I can't be discarding cards at like getting rid of cards at random. I need to be able to obliterate bad cards. So I have 3 hands that I have to worry about. I'm not gonna get to Fiendfire again, so we're gonna drink this. All right. Well, we get the combo off the hop. Alright, we didn't get it. We will Limit Break. Exhume. Fiendfire. This would be 12 times, what, 6? That's pretty good. Can I kill him this turn? I get 3 card? No. Can I kill him with this hand this turn? What a whack hand. Look at that. I start with 5 energy, though, so it's pretty good here. Wow. Talk about a crazy open. So, Fiendfire into Exhume with Dark Embrace is pretty good. Oh man. None of these are particularly good for what I have. I just might take the bludgeon as pack filler. Because I don't have any strength growth. I don't really need strength growth, even though it's good. Offering is kind of worthless to this deck, honestly. Although I guess technically not really. Offering actually is really, really good because I draw cards and gain random cards whenever I exhaust. So this actually is higher value, and I get more energy out of it, so I can probably guess, yeah, that's a good card. Start turn, you future gain 1 energy, don't care. Whenever you lose HP, draw a card, don't matter. Let's start your turn. You can no longer smith at rest sites. That's not good for me. I mean, having only 1 card to pick from is okay, because I don't really need a lot more. I can purchase cards. Drawing cards whenever I take hit point damage is okay, but I'd rather this. Alright. We're gonna go Elite Smashing because we can. We have Camp into Elite into a Camp, which takes us up to the Junction, which goes into an Elite. Into a Camp, into an Elite. If we can manage that. So that's, what is that, 3 elites and 3 camps? That's pretty good. With a shop in the way. That's... What's this seed? This is a good seed. It's a rough opening, but we're doing pretty hot. Alright, we have 4 energy. This is good. We're gonna just upgrade everything. Nope. Molten Egg. Excellent. We are going to get rid of a strike. And then we will take a Metallicize. Metallicize is very good. And upgraded Cleave. Tempting. Because I'm pretty sure I can actually just outright kill this guy this turn. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits of 11. And he's just straight up dead, my friend. Nope. This is kinda nuts, and I love it. What got exhausted? Oh, don't care. True Grit, and we'll get rid of Rupture because we're not going to play that. Combust is okay here. Do Offering. Ah, excellent. Oh! Oh. If only. If only I had one more energy. I'm not gonna need that. Yay, there it is. Who needs to add cards to their deck when you can just do it in the fight? Second True Grit. What's my upgrade costs looking like here? I need Dark Embrace and Exhume still. I would like to upgrade Flame Barrier and Metallicize. Offering being upgraded would be very good. I got like 3 upgrades going right now. I cannot really afford another, I don't think, at this time. I'm gonna skip True Grit. We're gonna upgrade Dark Embrace. Oh wait, no. Exhume. So that we can do the double play combo. Ah, Stabby Book. Good, good, good. It's doing 14. I don't want to take any damage here, so. Applying a weak is good. Block. Oh, I had enough. I should have played D. Oh well, whatever. There we go. I have enough to play whatever I want here, so we'll do this. That. And... bam. And then I take 0 damage. Oh, that's so gross. That does... yeah, that's enough. That is so gross. Whenever you would lose HP, lose 1 less. That's really good. Headbutt, thank you. And it's upgraded. Upgrade Dark Embrace, because it costs 1 less now. Ooh, excellent. Find some potions. Berry in a bottle. Flat tenor attack card that costs 0. Oh, this is definitely a better pickup, especially for this. I'll just throw that here. Alright, this is a little unfortunate that this is in the discard pile, but you know what? It is what it is. This will do more overall. I think it's better for me because I take less damage. Alright. This is a defense turn. Alright, just make sure... I don't have any way of getting my big cards back. No, I do not. Okay. So I don't actually want to do... There we go. Fire. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, well, whatever. I am clicking too fast. You want to... yes. Offering is better. More elites. Oh, gosh. Damn it. All right, let's do it. Come on. Yes. All right, just dealt him down to almost... oh my. All right, let's see here. No, there's no big card left. Okay, so play Rage. Play Offering. Play Fire Block. Because of tungsten, I actually take no damage from the take one damage from take one damage cards. So like combustion would do absolutely nothing to me now. Oh, that's so good. I think I took a total of 12 damage from this. That's so dumb. I love it. I only take 4 damage here, that's okay. Or 3, actually. Alright. Take 5. Ah, excellent. Do I want to exhume? Yeah, I do. Kill you. Let's see here. Okay, okay. Havoc. Excellent. Perfect Strike, which deals 19. That's not very good. All right, here we go. This is so dumb. I love this. Nope. This is so stupid. I love it so much. Actually, hold on. What am I facing? I should probably take the rest here. 31 hit points. No. Well, what am I... I'm not really getting a whole lot from upgrading here. I am getting something, but I'm not getting a ton. I'm actually going to upgrade these now. Okay, Dark Embrace, Metallicize. This is too small of a hand to really be able to get a whole lot out of for this. We're just going to do this. We're going to take a bit of a beating here. Offering. Alright. We can play Combustion here. We'll play Exhume. My deck has been shuffled. So we play a Burning Pact and we get rid of a strike. We get the absolute golden grab. I think we want to play Offering first. Is there an Exhume in here? No, there is not. All right, we want to play the Offering first. Max out our hand. Deal 99 damage. There's an Exhume in the discard pile. We play Sever Soul to open up our hand a little bit. Feel no pain. Burning Pact and get rid of the Clash. We're going to take a little bit of damage here. We're probably going to end up using the Fairy Bottle. Which is fine. Ah, excellent. We're going to Exhume. Where is the Fiend Fire? We're going to Exhume that. Oh. Okay. Excellent, excellent. All right, now we don't die. Let's see here. Okay. Shockwave. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right, he dies next turn. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, I don't think. Let's see here. It would be 6 to everything. How much strength do I have? Just the 1, right? Yeah. We'll do that. I believe that's enough for me to survive. Nope, I lose. That's a shame. That was fun. That was such a fun. That's a fun deck to play. It was so rude, but it was fun. It's a shame it didn't work out, but that's okay. What the heck is... Oh, it's Cartman knocking stuff over. Could I have played that better? Absolutely. But do I care? No. That one was just plain fun. Alright. Okay, we have another shot at the 3 health enemies. Or the 1 health enemies. Let's see here. There's a possible way we can get an elite. It's a little precarious, but we could do it. Let's see here. So that would get us into an elite. Into camp, elite camp. That's pretty good. Yeah. Let's go for it. It's a pretty solid opening. Uppercut's pretty good, especially when upgraded. Inflame is alright. We'll take Inflame. Remove a card, upgrade a card. We're going to remove a card, because removing a card is more uncommon. We're going to start, and we'll get rid of the Strike. Lose Elixir, obtain a relic, lose gold, lose Inflame. We'll lose the potion. Oh, the meal ticket. That's the shops, right? Yep, shops for hit points. Also really good. Okay, I suspected it might be a fight, but that's okay. Thunderclap is okay, so we'll take it. Is there a shop soon? Because the last time I did this, it actually really screwed me over. We're not going to have a shop anytime soon, so we're not going to take it. Alright. 1 health. Easy. When adding a card to your deck, you may raise your max HP instead? Oh, don't mind if I do. Iron Wave. Or Sword Boomerang in this case. I think we're going to take the Iron Wave just so that we have a... It's mediocre. It doesn't really fit anything. We'll take the 2 max HP. Question mark. We have full health, so we're going to take the chances. Healing on potions. Excellent. Thunderclap. Block, block. Inflame, strike, strike. Because we got a pretty simple starting here. 6 into... So 6 into... What is that? 12, 12. That is not... It is, in fact, 1 hit point short. Which is a shame. Block potion. Good. Feel no pain. Body slam. I do like me exhausting. We have no engine for this. This is inherently good no matter what. Get the chest. Merchant removal costs always cost 50 gold now. Excellent. So we can prioritize going to shops a lot. What's the rabbit doing? Oh. Body slam plus. Excellent. That is not ideal, but we will do it. Oh, that is a good card to open up and open with. We'll take 10 here. It's fine. I'm hoping to get rid of this guy this turn. And we will. I could have actually killed him previous turn, but that's fine. With 1 left. Oh, no, that would have been the same regardless. Worked out okay. Block into body slam this guy. Excellent. And all right. Oh, that is a terrible hand. I just need one damage card. There it is. Got it. Excellent. Oh, I clicked one too fast. Max HP. This is the better route. We want a smith. We want to upgrade the inflame, because +1 on that is really good. Excellent. I didn't actually mean to bottle the strike. That's kind of annoying. True Grit. Good pickup. Hey, merchant. Oh, I can't remove the one that I've bottled? Oh, that's annoying. Ready to defend. And we purchase... Yes, we purchase Inflame and Pummel. Block Potion would be good here as well. What do we got? Exaghost? Having a Block Potion on hand because we don't really have any... particularly great set of block cards. Like, we got True Grit, but that is literally it. Because unless we draw True Grit right now... Yep, just like I thought. So, that's pretty good. Can't complain about that. An okay second turn. Ooh. Take a little extra damage here. He is blocking. That's good for me. What? Oh, do you need food? Is that what you promised? You need food? Okay, I'll get you food in a second. Get rid of this. I should have gotten rid of the other one. Oh well. It's fine. Alright, can I do 41 damage this turn? 13. 13. 23, 29. No, I can't, so I need to survive. Because this would do 7, and this would do 16. 16 plus 7 is not enough. Take 5 less, so this is supposed to be done in 10. But he dies this turn. So, you know. Regen Potion. Good pickup. Bludgeon. I have a strength build going on here. I mean, double your strength is pretty good. We'll take it. Pyramid. no longer discard your hand. Start your turn, I'll only start with 1 strength. Whenever you lose HP, draw a card. I mean, no longer discarding my hand is pretty good. Oh, it's the captain. Excellent. So I need some sort of big burst hand. Okay. So, we're kinda in trouble. We need blocks. Like, we are in desperate need of blocking cards. There's a merchant right here. That's probably one of our better bets. It gives us an elite into a shop, another shop, into a camp, which puts us into another camp. Or we can go wider and go into a camp elite camp. That's actually a really good route. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna play the regen. I'm gonna need it here. Should have played the strike first. What's that? Well, I mean, I'm okay with the dog eating the rabbit. All right. I don't really need to limit break here. Bend, limit break. Or inflame. So this will make it so that this does an extra 5 damage. Jeez. Sure. 13 damage for free just because it's that. Alright, True Grit. Get rid of the strike. Defend, defend. Ow. I'll just keep chipping away at him, I guess. Because I don't really need strikes, so I'll just play defense. And just keep slapping him. He keeps adding frail, but... There we go. Excellent. Body Slam Plus. I'm not against having a second one. But I seriously need... Oh gosh, this is an awful opening hand. All 3 of them are attack. Oh dear. These are just gonna do 0. Like, that is an awful opening hand. Oh, I should have just held on to the body slams. Hurt. Oh, it'll put him into the ground. I do not foresee this fight going well for me. Oh boy. I think I lose here. All right. I'm not gonna be playing that at all. All right, there we go. Dealt with that. I take 1 damage here, which is survivable. All right, block. Thunderclap. Strike. Body slam. I am in a world of hurt. These are all terrible. Max HP, please. Please not a fight. Obtain a relic. This is not... That's actually not that big of a deal. Double. Easy, not dead. Yeah. Well, we'll see how long. I am getting healed from being here, though, which is good. Still no block cards. We're just gonna get rid of this. None of these are good. And I can't afford fruit juice. I'm in trouble. I only have 80 gold. I think I'm going to hold on to the gold for hopes of something in the shop there. Snecko! Alright. Through grit. We're going to get rid of limit break. Body slam, pommel. Defend, strike. Because I can't really play anything better there. I am gonna get hurt here. Oh boy. I think I just lose. Yep, I just lose. Ouch. Alright. There's a couple of misplays in there that could have made me in a better position, but... there are worse things to have happened. I got to Act 2, so you know, whatever. Alright. One more run, and then we're going to move on to something maybe a little bit different. We'll see. Alright. Again, next 3. Is there any way for me to exploit that? If I go to the right, full right, which does get me to a camp, to elite camp elite. What may something maybe a little different be? Yeah, it's other choices that I made along the way. Also not spam clicking, so that I didn't. One of the things that I did was I bottled a strike, which was like the worst thing that I could have done. If I bottled a body slam or something, it might have been a little bit better. I made some less than good decisions, is the easiest way of putting it. So if I go that way, that is actually the best route. And I get a shop at the end of it. So I think we're going to go 3 1 HP enemies and hope for an elite. As per usual. Alright. Fingers crossed for the high roll. On the question marks. Woo! Blood for blood. Don't mind if I do. I want... I've only seen this a bit. What's the deal with the Ironclad? So, there's 4 characters that you can play in this game. Ironclad, Silent, Defect, and Watcher. Ironclad is like the basic weapon and armor style character. But, yeah. So, for each character, there's something called Ascension. And each level of Ascension increases the difficulty by making things harder. Putting like some sort of detriment in the game, and it goes up to 20, and I'm trying to get the Ironclad up to 20. I want to upgrade the Blood for Blood so that I can play it without taking damage. Remove a card from my deck? Don't mind if I do. All right, we're almost there. Do I want the pummel? It's not great without strength, but it's okay. I don't want to be grabbing a bunch of scaling. Oh, we didn't get the elite 1 health. Sad. Ooh, flame barrier. Excellent. Seems like a struggle. Best of luck. It is a bit of struggle, but it's not. It's just more of one of those things, like, you're playing a game that involves, like, kind of getting lucky to some degree. So... But it's also good decision-making, and sometimes I don't make good decisions. Can I kill that? I cannot. I'll just take minimal damage this turn. Block, pommel. It's gonna suck a little bit here, but I'll be okay. It's a lot of dazes. Oh man. Slightly more damage. 15 damage. From the D&D, from the D&D, I imagine you play with a luck quite a bit. Max with good luck. Yep, that is a fair statement. That is a fair statement. Get rid of that. And I'll start striking you. I love deck building games. In general. Oh my gosh, that sucks. That is awful. I had a really fun deck earlier that I was playing, which I burned up my hand. I got a replacement hand. I typically had a card that I could play to return the card that lets me burn the entire hand, and then I would burn the entire hand again, and every card that I burned dealt 11 damage to a creature. So I had somewhere around like 200 damage in a single turn if I had the right, if I drew the right cards, which it was like 70% odds I'd get the combo. Arkham TCG, nice. It's a good option. Or a good game, I should say. I am getting super unlucky. And that's the point of where card games get really fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it gets like sometimes you get insane decks and that's where they're really fun. There's a way that you can build decks in this game where you can get like there's cards that do things like make it so that your block doesn't go away and stuff like that, and then you deal damage equal to your block, and then you can cycle cards back to your hand, and like there's all kinds of really cool combos that you can get. Well, that's really handy. Yeah, like Barricade. Block is not removed at the start of your turn. The problem is I don't know if that's actually very good for me. I need to get a body slam in order for that to be good. I am going to be... Let's see here. I am going to be hitting a shop. I don't know much about Arkham. I just know of the game. Like, I know it kinda, more in passing than actually know about it. Like, I couldn't tell you anything, like, I couldn't actually tell you anything about it. I just know that people really, really like it. Alright, well, let's go to the camp, and we're gonna upgrade that flame barrier. Wait, did we not pick up a card? Oh, we didn't pick up a card. Oh, whatever. That's fine. Alright. Do I want to start with a bit of a heavy hit on him? Don't need barricade anyway. I'm thinking that we don't do barricade. It's fine. Should there not be a joke about Arkham and Hospital? I mean... I'm down for the joke. But I'm also a terrible person that thinks all forms of comedy are funny. Ah, excellent. That's a good turn. 30 damage. I am a man of the hospital, not the asylum. Fair. That is very fair. Just to avoid an extra 5 health damage, I think I'll play that. That's worth it. That's a lot of damage coming in. And yeah, I can pretty much kill him next turn now. I get like, yeah, there we go. That's not bad actually. He said, I like. I might need to grab the clothesline, honestly. I don't have... What am I facing? Ooze? Let me think here. I have one more fight, so one more card. I have 3 question marks and elite. Let me see here. We got 2 question marks, a camp, a fight, and a shop. The shop will probably have something in it that we can buy. And we're going to get a card here, probably. We might get a card here. Odds are that we'll get something useful. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. I think we're good. I think we're good. 3 week is really strong, though. Any other games I like? I like a lot of games, but most of them I don't really have time to play, or I don't have the hardware to play them anymore. I love RPGs by and large, so I've played a lot of them. Really like them. There's a game that I actually played that I could play. I literally could play forever, and that is the old Mario RPG. I have the new one on pre-order already, but the old Mario RPG, Legend of 7 Stars, Paper Mario, I could play forever too. But Mario RPG, could play that game forever. I love that game. I also like fighting games. I've played quite a few fighting games too. Also can't play them now because of hardware problems. Like, Slay the Spire is actually on the lowest resolution possible, and it struggles to run sometimes. Let me think here. I think we're going to skip the clothesline. I think we'll be able to get away without it. Bottled Flame. I mean, opening with Blood for Blood is pretty good here, because we're going to be able to play it turn 1, have 0 concerns about the danger with the slime. Receive a card based on the offer. I think we just want to throw a defend in there. We get nothing. Burn away a card. Oh, a free merchant. Upon pickup, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. So I won't be able to get rid of a card. Give me CDDA. I don't know what that is. Not off the top of my head. All right. Ovary. All right, let's see what we got here. Spot weakness. Not really anything there. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. It's a survival game from 2013. I feel like I've heard of this. Garbage. This is unfortunate. Okay. Spot weakness is good, but not against what not for what we're going up against. Entrench is a scaling card. Cleave. Pummel Strike is good because it's a strike plus. One armaments card isn't bad. Spot weakness is just really good in general. It's good scaling. It's a turn-based survival game. Nice. I'll actually look into it at some point soon. See what it looks like. Cleave is a good pickup here, just because we're dealing with slime. I don't think I want any of those. Rampage might be good with how small this deck is. Unfortunately, I've already bottled Blood for Blood, but Rampage might be an okay pickup. Pommel Strike is okay. With the Steam version being there to support the devs. Nice. I'll look into it. Maybe I'll play it sometime. Depending upon how stressful it is on my PC. It's a game from 10 years ago, so it should be okay. I think we go Rampage. And then I think we skip the other two. And we can't afford anything else, can we? No. Now, we're going to get 25 hit points when we go to face the boss. So we don't really need to worry about healing. Unless we're, like, super low. Alright, upgrade Rampage. Run on... Oh, it's meant to run on nothing? Okay. I may actually be okay, then. Anything else at the shop here? Nope, nothing at this shop. And, I mean, there's a shrug off, but, like, ugh. Oh, and I have bonus energy for this fight here, so we're set. We're set good and fine. So we're just gonna kill this guy outright. Look at that. Easy first turn. Easy turn. Easy game. Boost strength. And then beat him to a pulp. And then defend, so we take only 5 damage. I think we're breaking even on hit points here. At the end, because I'm going to be able to do 8 damage for sure. Yeah, there we go. Swift Potion. Double tap is good with 1, 2 of my cards. This is particularly good with Blood for Blood after it's been played once. 3 of my cards. Pommel being played twice is kind of good. Headbutt is also good, but I think we're gonna go with the double tap because we're getting some quality attack cards. Smith. I believe we wanted to upgrade the double tap. No, we don't want to upgrade double tap. Upgrade pommel? Nope. Upgrade pommel here. Yes. Alright. That's a shame. Alright, next turn we're gonna just obliterate this guy. Alright. He's not gonna split yet. Excellent. Can I please get blood for blood here? Yes. Oh wait, he hasn't hit me yet. Damn. Alright, that's okay. We'll just do that instead. That works just as well. Oh no. That sucks. This is good. Excellent. Easy, easy. Ah, my old friend. Good to see you again. Nah, go for it, hospital. Alright, gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer gain gold. Yeah, no thank you. We already have, bonus health recovery. We'll take bonus health recovery, so it's easier to trade health. We have a block card, but we don't have a lot of block. So bonus health recovery. Okay, we got the Knight, which is, it's a good thing we have double tap and Rampage. I think these two cards are going to sit, and along with spot weakness, we're going to be able to scale up, I think, in that fight. So we actually have everything we need, along with blood for blood. So we actually have like a pretty powerful 1, 2, 3. We have a very good 1, 2, 3 against them, along with the pommel in there. So we're actually sitting pretty good, and then we have the Emulate and Cleave to get us through this area. So we're actually set up pretty good. It's just kind of whatever we need to fill ourselves out a little bit. Let's see here. So we got Elite Camp, and then we have a shop this way. So, but there's no thing better than Elite Camp. There's Camp, but we don't really need Camp. So Elite Camp is good. Which can go into... So we want 2 camps or 2 elites. Both have shops. And that's it. They're pretty similar. This way has some flexibility in it, though. So we'll go that way. I think we gotta go here first. Now, before we do anything drastic and continue onwards, I am going to go to the bathroom right quick. And then we'll continue onward with this Ascension. I actually really have good hopes for this one, because we have a pretty solid, like, 1, 2, 3 kind of combo to get us through Act 2. We have nothing crazy, but it should be enough to carry us through. And then Act 3, hopefully we have something kind of on the way to either burn some cards and get us into the strat and kind of push what we have a little bit higher to get us in there. I will be right back. Okay. I'm back. Let's see here. My favorite memory of the game is when I had to figure out how to carry home a saw, a hammer, and a pot. That's that's interesting. All right. Oof. This kind of sucks, actually. Bonus strength. Bonus strength isn't gonna save me here. I mean, defend, strike, strike, I guess. An extra 4 damage here I don't think matters. Okay, here we go. Take 1 less damage. Yeah, the strength would have mattered because that means he would have been dead here. So now I have to try and deal 9 to him this turn. Oh, okay. Well, that works. I should have played that first. Misplay. But he's dead anyways. And I also recover a lot of health. No, I don't want any of these. Okay, which way was I going? I've already forgotten. Was it... It was this way. And that was... Right, so I was going to go this way to here. That way I could decide where I wanted to go, whether I wanted to go for the elite or the camp. And then I could go for another camp. And that way I could go into another... I can either choose a route of double elite with a couple of fights in there. That's a lot of fights. Or I could go into a route where it was... where I got a shop. Which would be good considering the amount of money I actually have here. I could get rid of a card. So we're going to go this way. That 75% chance to win 100 gold, 30%. Oh, we high rolling. Yeah, I won the bet. Awesome. Just do 22. Just do 22 damage. All right. Rampage into block and block. Do I have 3? I have 3 strength. Okay. We'll play this twice at him. There we go. Flame barrier number 2. Is that too heavy on the flame barriers? Probably. Maybe not. We'll go for it. We are gonna want camps, I think. Well, I would like to upgrade my immolate for sure. Spot weakness upgrade is pretty good. And upgrading the second flame barrier would also be good. Oh, that's really bad. All right. It's an okay. That could have gone better, but you know what? That's not bad. I don't think I want any of these. No, I don't. This is not good. It is really not good. Throw a vulnerable on this guy. And hope for the best here. play cleave first so that pop, 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 pop. So he loses a ton of regenerative armor, and hope that things could work out okay. Flame Bear. We block Oz this as much as we can here. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Armaments might actually be an okay card here. We rest this time, because we're gonna need the resting for the future. And oh, we got the Snecko. Blood, blood. And we just end because those don't do anything for us. Armaments. And I mean, what am I gonna play here? Brothers and a few of my friends really like D&D, but have had limited experience with it. That's a shame. I think that like D&D is like the best game ever. Oh, we're just gonna block this turn. Strike for free. Yeah, we just immolate and then pommel. I'll take 10 here. Sucks, but oh, yes. That's a pretty good turn. This kind of sucks. Make sure I don't die this turn. If I had tungsten rod, this would be good, but I don't. All right, we are going to go for the upgrade here. Upgrade. We're going to upgrade Immolate because an extra 7 damage to the floor, to the entire room is really, really good. Ethereal Feather. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. I mean, that's going to be 12 hit points after my next card grab. So, ooh, Stabby Book. Okay, that's concerning. This will. Do I want to save that for that fight. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. This is gonna suck a little bit. We're gonna be taking a lot of damage. Oh boy. I think I'm just dead. I'm not dead yet. I hate the Stabby Book. I think I'm dead. Yep, exactly enough. And the extra strength I got from we've gotten from the Caw is not worth it. I just couldn't get the block cards. It's a shame. All right, so that was the last swing at this. Just couldn't pull it off. That's the way she goes, though. This ascension level is it's just kicking my ass. I just can't do it. It's not working out. So we're gonna do 2 things real quick here. I am going to quickly change some stuff around. We're going to change the title of the stream first off, because we are moving on to something a little bit different here. And that is we are going to be moving on to, well, writing, basically. Alrighty. More EG system building. Update. And then we go back to this, and then we go over to where's my Twitch, edit stream info. We change this to Dungeons and Dragons. We save that. Excellent. Back to here. All right. Put this on this side here. I can see it clearly, and then we go over to, I'm gonna open this, make sure I got this right. Here we go, and then we go to writing. Oh, excuse me. There we go. That towards the top. Pow. Excellent. Everything is as it should be. Oh, we are, however, missing something very important. And that is we are missing music. So we are going to fix that real quick. Excuse me while my computer dies immensely. I will watch that later. Oh, wait, no, I want this. All right. And here we go. Oh my gosh, that is loud. There we go. That should be a much more manageable hearing level. And that looks good. That looks good. All right. Back to the task at hand. All right, so I need to get back to the thing I was working on, which is when agility is done. Let's see here. Might is added to roles. Is added to your is added to initiative rolls. Add to initiative rolls when determining turn order. What else is agility used for? I feel like if I do this, I have to change the numbers immensely. But should I make it so that agility works well with block? It still requires your reaction to use that, which is important. This means that non-armored characters have a means to also be able to block effectively, but they don't have armor health. So it's kind of like dodge tanking in a way, when you don't have a way to actually avoid getting hit in the first place. So I think that's actually going to be really good. When block... I should also make note of this. When making ranged weapon attacks, you add this, you add your agility to the weapon damage roll. Important. When taking the block action, block reaction, actually, to the amount you block, which is a very important fact or thing, because that means like you're not a 1 stat dependent character if you're playing a tank. You're a 2 stat dependent character if you're playing a tank. Which I like the idea of every character being primary and secondary stat dependent. Like, obviously a guard would be more dependent on their might being high, because they would be in need of being able to wear the big heavy armor, which also gives them armor health, which means that they can guard for a greater amount. Making a new video on board games every week or 2. Nice. That's super cool. I like it. I love board games in general, man. Is there anything else that agility is added to? Inherently, just based off of flats? I don't think so. Alrighty. Attribute measures, creatures. I'm excited for this weekend. If anyone cancels, I'm gonna cry. Reaper, I think Sam is still off this weekend. Like, still doing overtime this weekend. I gotta double check, but I think this weekend we're also a bust. Now, I do have some potential good news. Like, he wrote down, he used the, what's it called? The Discord, like, information thing, so it will convert it. Granted, you and I are in the same time zone as him anyways, but it has the exact date and everything on it. There is also, I don't know exactly what days it is, but I will be going away from my usual setup for a couple of weeks for work purposes, and that may keep me from being able to do stuff. Exactly what that's going to entail, I won't really know until I get there. But yeah, this is that thing that was like talked about like way back in March. But it may be good, but we may be okay anyways. Creature's overall knowledge of the world and the things they're in. You said the 30th of last month and the 21st of this month. Okay. Okay. That's in like 3 weeks. So we should be good for this week, and I am excited to finally see your new character, because I want that. I want to play Starfighter again, is all it really is. And they're in. It's wrong. Oh, it's one word. Ember, what are you doing? You're being silly. Monkey. All right. All right. Off you go. Alrighty. You add this. Add your knowledge to is there any specific roles or things that you do that knowledge be added to without it being a skill? I don't think so. I don't want to make knowledge like a super high power skill either. I think it's fine as is. There isn't really anything that you do with knowledge that isn't already gained through a skill of some kind. Like, there's no additional benefits inherently that I can think of off the top of my head that would be there. Measures a creature's mental stability. Mental stability and natural inclination to resist magic. While there is nothing let me rephrase this. The sharpness of a creature's mind, of a sharpness of a creature's mind, and as well as discernment of false no. I actually want to check skills again. Knowledge is for Arcana, History, Medicine, Nature, Knowledge, Religion. I should actually change Religion to Divine, I think. of a creature's mind. This attribute measures a creature's mental stability and natural inclination to resist magic. With most magical effects that most magical effects that are not magical effects that are not fire. They're not fire or objects or physical objects that affect the mind. Most magical effects that affect the mind target this attribute. Effects that affect the mind are affect this attribute. Alrighty, senses. Get out of there. Alright. Alright, this attribute measures a creature's mental stability. This attribute measures a creature's ability, measures a creature's effectiveness, measures a creature's effectiveness at taking in the world around them. The attribute measures the creature's effectiveness at taking in the world around them through their five senses. Their five senses. Most commonly this is used to observe, to notice things happening that are intended to be hidden, or notice those things that are happening that are hidden. Notice things happening before others, or that are hidden from just a simple glance. Presence. Measures a creature's ability. Measure the creature's natural this attribute measures a creature's natural 1 second. What is it, sweetie? Help? Help with. Help with. I need you to tell me help with. Come on. What's wrong? What's wrong? No, come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Pause your game. Or whatever it is. Come here. What do you need help with? Okay? Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Okay. Come back here. There we go. All right. All right. Magic creatures. Natural influence. Ability to influence another creature to a desired point of view. There are creatures to a desired point of view. This is neither positive or negative in nature, but rather how well a creature can push their ideals. Their ideals or opinions onto another creature. There we go. It's not the best description. I should actually add a few little things here. Creatures with a high agility are often quick and quick and coordinate. With their movements. Some might even walk silently. Might walk silently by nature. All right. Creatures with a high might are often buff, are often larger and more muscular than others. Oops. Than others. They also tend to be... They also tend to get sick much less often. Oh. They also get sick much less often. There we go. Creatures with a high knowledge. Creatures with a high knowledge are often well studied. And educated. Though it is possible that much of their information came from stories and hearsay. Well, all right, creatures with a high will are often are often level-headed and are slow to make rash decisions. They can also be... They may also be well-versed... No. They may also be naturally connected to deities. They may also be naturally connected to deities. All right, senses. Creatures with high senses. Creatures with high senses are often very, very vigilant. Are often very vigilant and what's a good word for and insightful. And insightful. And insightful. Though knowing what to do with that information is they often know what to do with information that they gain. glean to an effective manner. There's also something I also need to establish in here somewhere. I think I'll probably put in the attributes themselves. Might. I didn't actually write a thing in here for attributes themselves. Oh, I put attributes in here. All right, it is important to note that an average human has a 2 or a 3 in all of their attributes. In all their attributes. Remember, you are playing characters with exceptional ability with exceptional ability. Heroes, if you will. Heroes, if you will. All right, and I still need to add a last thing. And I need to add one more thing for presence. Capable of turning a room's worth of eyes to or from their location. With a few words, or with a few words. They are often articulate. And while not necessarily pleasing to the eye, they often are. Stand out from the crowd. Ember, did you ask? I'm not against you having one, but you need to ask. All right, I've got presence figured out. I've got senses. I've got those clearly defined. All right, let's do the big thing here, which is we're gonna read through everything and see if there's anything that's obviously a problem. So there's my welcome, my disclaimer. I might actually just do this on the side afterwards. So we got those stated. We have the character creation process, which is roll 3d4, add the two lowest together. So we often get a 4 or a 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 2. Sometimes you can get as high as 8, but it's very difficult to do so. Standard array is 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, which means that even your worst stuff is on the upper end of average creature because you are a hero. Plain and simple. The rabbit is up on the kitchen table. I will be right back. All right. All right. So, when choosing a heritage, we only have human right now. We're gonna add human. We're gonna add dwarf. We're gonna add all the classic stuff. We're gonna add anything that I come up with when it comes to creature types and ideas and things like that as well. The big thing that we'll be adding, of course, will be Skykin. We'll be adding elemental influence. We'll be adding all that fun stuff eventually as time goes on. Mostly revolves around the characters that my players will be able to create. And then we'll be going from there. As for all right, banished from another. Humans came to this world banished from another. While there is no clear consensus as to where they came from or why they were sent here, they showed up during the war against the dragon. Seeing the usefulness of humans, dragons sought to enslave them, using them for everything from labor to cannon fodder for their wars. Humans are a persistent folk, and eventually they were able to break free. Whilst the stubbornness of arrogance and arrogance of the dwarves and elves do not sit well with them, they are nonetheless banded together with other races to destroy the tyranny which the dragons rule. Culture, appearances, they get 20 hit points. They have a speed of 8 spaces. As a human, you have a knack for learning new things. You gain the following: you get one level. You get one talent of your choice. One additional skill boost die. I'm just going to call these boost dice. Gain one additional boost die. And that really probably should be 2, I think. Because I'm going to be making those boost dice things that you do all the time. One additional boost die. 1 reroll per day. This could be a single die that you have just rolled but have not yet confirmed the results of the roll. I think that's fine. Cultures of origin, which we have, you have an immediate +1 to presence. I think this is going to make certain characters just inherently better with the limitations. I'm going to change this to +1 to a attribute of your choice, just for the time being. It will be changed later on, but this is going to be the default for the time being, just so that presence-oriented characters, aka the bard, just doesn't get sent overboard for the time being. And then there's things like when a little small benefits. You get a skill boost die on blacksmith tools, +5 max HP, gain the hearsay skill. I think I'm going to change this from the... I don't think I actually added the hearsay skill in the end of it all. I think I actually axed that. So I may have to change that. Yeah, hearsay is not in there. So I'm going to have to change that. Hearsay skill. You gain 1 knowledge. Based skill and 1 boost for that skill once per day. I'm okay with that one. When performing an influence check to gather information, you roll with a free boost. This can stack with other boosts. With your regular. This can stack with your regular boost. There we go. All right, jobs and occupations. I think I'm gonna I think I came up with an idea a little while ago, which was there's class skills. I think I'm gonna change it so that you no longer gain class skills, but instead you just have 2 actions. Like, you don't have main actions and class actions and all this other stuff. You just have 2 actions, and you can only take 1 action. Take each individual type of action once in a turn, unless something states otherwise. So instead of gaining so in this case, you only gain the ability to use armor up action as a class action. No. You gain the ability to use the armor up action twice in a turn. So now you can go armor up, if you so choose. Which I think is fine. Armoring up needs to be regulated in a certain way. But I think that's a much better way of putting it, rather than, you can class action this and then do that. So being able to armor up twice, which means that if you have an armor that gives you 8 armor, it's like you now can armor up twice in a turn. You'll have 16 armor. It's pretty good. You also are going to have a lot of hit points. They gain 15, which is the most I think I'm going to have on a class or job. I think I'm just going to call them jobs. Just going to commit to it. Jobs. So you have the guard, which gains... So a human guard will have 35 hit points. If you have the other big boost to your hit points, you have 40 hit points. That's a lot of hit points. And if you are able to guard and gain 8 hit points through guarding, you have 16. You have an effective 56 hit points. That's a lot. That means that people can be swinging big weapons at you, and you're just going to go pow, and you're not going to care too much. This also means that you can block, which means you're probably blocking for 8. So your effective 1 turn, basically once per round, you have an effective 16. You have an effective 24 damage buffer, which is really good, especially with all that hit points. But other characters won't have that. I will be right back. I am gonna go to the bathroom again because my bladder is screaming, "Screw you" today. Okay. Alright. Returned. There we go. Okay. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes. Of course. Block whenever when an ally is attacked and the attack can be affected by block, you may use your reaction to block for them. This stacks with other forms of block. If you have 2 guards, you can just double block somebody, which is kind of nutty. In all truthfulness. I'm considering giving them the ability to taunt more effectively in some way. I think that would be like a later thing. Alright, Thief. Big thing that Thief would get is they get a bunch of agility. Starting at cycle level, you gain the ability to use dash, disengage, or hide as class actions. This is kind of pointless because I'm getting rid of class actions as an action type. So we need to figure out how we can make dash, disengage, and hide better actions available to a thief. Now you can normally do any of these in a turn inherently anyway. So dashing, so like moving in, stabbing, and then disengage out is something that you can also do. Like inherently. Like anybody can do that. Honestly, I think swipe might be good enough on its own because of that. You can use your action. You can gear sets of objects as a class action. No. This is also already in there. Okay, you have proficiency in with objects, or interact with objects, and action. This is the big one. You can use gear sets you have proficiency in as an action, which normally you cannot use gear sets as part of combat. Like you can't use your blacksmithing tools or anything like that. There will be other classes that'll have access to things like thieves' tools. Nobody else can use thieves' tools that quickly. Only the thief can. Using thieves' tools would like require a minute. So that's actually really, really big. I'm going to change this from class actions to just fast operations. Change this from class action to armor clad. Armor clad. Fast operations, swipe. Swipe is actually really, really good. And I would say it's on pretty similar to being able to armor up twice. They're inherently going to be pretty fast. They get a lot. They get extra boost dice. They're more skill oriented. I think the thief is fine as is. All right, cleric. This is where things get interesting. Okay. You gain the ability to call the gods. Play test. You are considered a healing and protection god. Right. As an action. Should be as an action. As an action, you call forth the powers of the gods of her all undead. There's an extra space in there. Undead creatures with 8 spaces take 2d8 holy damage. This damage ignores armor health. On doubles, all undead creatures affected by this become afraid of you. I need to double check my conditions, but I don't think I have afraid. I have frightened. Okay. So there's frightened. I need to add afraid. Alright, bold. creature with this condition must use its movement at the start of its turn to move directly from the source of its fear. From the source of its fear. There we go. Let's see here. Gain. I should actually change this. Affected by this. All undead. On doubles, all creatures affected by this ability gain Afraid 1. Afraid 1 with you as the source of its fear. There we go. That's much better. Alright, Power of Life. As an action. As an action, you call forth the strength of life to heal wounds of those around you. Target creature regains 3d6 plus will plus cleric level. On doubles, you target a second creature. They regain the average roll, 10 plus will plus cleric level. Note that this does not apply. This applies outside of stitching. I believe Channel Divinity you start with once. Once you've used the ability, you cannot use it again until you've completed a full rest. Yeah. So you get this once per full rest. Divine Blessing. Also, first level, you can bring blessings of your god to aid your allies as a class action. Nope, as an action. You can target a creature within 10 spaces of you. That creature gains plus 3 health, armor health when using the armor up action, and have plus 3 to their block. I'm just gonna change this. Gains plus 3 armor health. Armor health and has a plus 3 to their block. This blessing lasts until the start of your next turn, giving a creature plus 3 armor health and plus 3 block. That's pretty good. You can use this once every turn, and if you want to apply it every turn, you have to keep using your action to use it. I think that's good. All right, and then all the divine magic stuff. The reason I kind of want to put divine blessing in there is because I want to make it so that you can still have a buffing ability, a thing that you're still protecting people with. And then divine magic is the thing that you can do. It's your burst options. You have, oftentimes, there will only be 2, maybe a third of this that you will use in a turn, or use in combat. You'll often not use more than 3. It's often you will only use it twice, maybe a third time, if you use them all as base level for divine magic. So, in each encounter. So you're going to run out of resources quickly, and then you need to start smacking stuff. So I'm okay with this. Scholar. Arcane magic. Yep. Starting at first level, you gain 2 extra skill boost dice that can only be used for class skills that use knowledge. I may need to increase that. Two extra boost dice that can only be used on a class skill that uses knowledge. This does mean that you'll be able to use your boost dice for the knowledge and will resistances more often, which I think is good. Signature spell. This is a big one, which means that you'll be able to cost You have a signature spell that you are exceptionally familiar with, choosing a spell that you can have in your spell book. That spell becomes your signature spell. The core ability cost of casting that spell is reduced by 2. A signature spell can never have its cost lower than 1. Now, the big thing with this is, of course, that we can get something like Arcane Missile. You can always fire 3 bolts for the cost of 1 will. Right? You always get that upcasted spell for the same cost, right? You get a spell basically as an upcast. Or you can do Ballistic Throw, where instead it'll always cost you 2 for the upcast, or it'll only always cost you 1 for the regular. Where's another one here? Flame Wave. It always costs you 1, or it costs you 2 for the upgraded version. Upgraded version of it is pretty good because it means that you're rolling 4 6s, which means that there's a very strong chance that you're going to be able to apply burn. Stuff like that. Magic Block. This may mean that instead of blocking for 10, this means that you always spend 1 agility, but you always block for 20. Might allow you to be a melee mage in some way. Very effective. There's a lot of ways that you can run this to make it very useful. Alright. Hunters. Damage dice max out. Oh, what did I give the scholar? Target of attack has its speed reduced by 3 spaces for its next turn. Yeah, so the runaway tactic. It's actually a very good crowd control ability to smack. I might change this to something that's a little bit more useful. Maybe a new idea. There will be some idea mining for that. The hunter, of course, they get combat trapping ability to set up traps effectively and quickly. Let's see, any traps that you place that normally take, this is going to be, take a minute to be placed as an action. And as an action. Additionally, your traps have their DC increased by an amount equal to your senses, which basically means that your traps don't suck. Traps laid by regular creatures have a chance of working. They're not great, but they're not bad. Traps laid by the hunter, they're going to work. Most of the time. Scavenging supplies also have preserve your natural ability. Whenever you make a survival check to skin a creature, or gather food, you gain 1 more day's worth of food from the process, even if you would normally gain 0. Helpful, especially when you have a party that should be traveling light. It also means that you don't have to carry as much stuff with you in food, because food and water takes a significant amount of weight, which is one of those things that we are going to be tracking in this. Patience, also for as an action. As an action, you can focus your attention on creatures you can see. Doing so grants your next attack 2 extra damage dice as long as you make the attack before the end of your next turn. It should be on your next turn. Make the attack on your next turn. You cannot attack. Actually, no. Before the end of your next turn, you cannot attack in the same turn as you cannot use patience. Do not use patience if you have already attacked. You cannot use patience and the attack actions in the same turn. You cannot use the patience and attack actions in the same turn. So you cannot be patient and you can't in the same turn that you've attacked, and you cannot attack in the same turn that you have been patient. So typically what this means is you will probably go and hide, go somewhere, take the hide action, take the patience action. And then at the start of your next turn, you just obliterate something. Because hiding gives you an extra crit chance die. It doesn't give you an extra damage die, but it gives you an extra crit chance die. And specifically with the hunter, when you roll doubles, damage dice are maxed out. So the idea here is that because it grants you 2 extra, the next attack has 2 extra damage dice. So the idea is that you are using, say you're using a longbow. Okay? You can even use a short bow if you want to really crack down on the crits. But you use a longbow. Okay? 2d8. You hide and take patience. You have 4d8, and then you have an extra die that you roll to attempt to match that to one of those for crits. Your odds of critting are somewhere in like the 70% range, but you had to give up a turn to do that. Now, I want to point out, 4 dice maximized at d8s is 32 damage plus mod, which is probably going to be 5, so that's 37 damage. $37 damage is a lot of damage, and your odds of critting are really, really high. Now, when you compare that to taking, say, an attack on 2 separate turns, well, okay, that means that if you roll on average, you're going to be critting about 30% of the time. I think it's 30% of the time. No, 2 dice at d8 is 1 in 8, so 16. So a 16% chance to double on each of those attacks. So you're not going to be slamming your opponent as often, but you get that flat bonus in there more often. So on average, you'll be scoring, I think the actual number turns out to be something like 11 plus stat. So on average, you're rolling a 16 total damage per turn. So you're rolling 16 and 16 versus, which is 32 versus 37. So it's actually not as insane as it sounds, but the big thing that means is that it means that your opponent means that it's all stacked up into one hit, which means that if it's against a single target, it's much better because they're able to block less often and they have less total armor health more than likely against it. So it's really, really good for taking down single targets because armor health and block matter. But it's less good against multiple targets. Because sometimes just shooting a target that has 10 health is better. Oh, stand by. Wife's calling. Pouring mommy some water. Now, 30-something damage may sound like a lot, and it is. But something like, say, the guard, if he opts to go for a little bit less on the armor side and a little bit more on like the big weapon, and the cleric will patch him up, kind of idea. Like he'll use the guard action, and then he'll attack with his greatsword. He's gonna be doing 13, 18 damage. Like his average damage in attack is 18. So if he's using like the big weapon, like average damage in this starts much higher, but doesn't scale up as hard, I wouldn't say, in as it does in 5th edition, because getting extra attacks is one of those things that happens a lot less often. Also, when you consider that the Flame Wave a spell that I gave the access to the Scholar is 4d6, I think, or 3d6, I can't remember which it was. But it's in a 2x6 cube in front of you. So it's like that does a lot. And it can set creatures on fire, which means that they take damage every turn. So there's a lot of things, like damage inherently is a lot higher, and non-weapon damage cannot be blocked. So like slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage can be blocked, but magical damage can't be. So taking, 4d6 damage is not as bad as 2d12 necessarily inherently, but that 4d6 is ignoring the armor, so it's gonna hurt. Bards. Inspired performance, you can perform a better themselves as an action, because we got rid of class actions because it's not really doing anything. As an action, you can spend a skill boost die to grant one of your allies a bonus equal to your presence, which for them will probably be 6. This bonus can be used to attack, resistance, or skill check, and once it has been used, they cannot use this bonus again unless you give it to them again. Only one creature can have this bonus at a time. Should you give it to another creature, the one that had it previously loses the bonus. Kind of like Bardic Inspiration, but you can't spread around every turn. Bardic Music. Courage for to use these, you require a performance check. Using the result to determine the effects you gain. At first level, you gain 2 effects of your music, which is you shout words. This may counter song, which makes others hard to hear. As an action, As an action, you start your next. Until the start of your next turn, the first verbal-based ability that is used within 12 spaces must make a casting check against your performance check. Luna, leave them alone. If they roll lower than your performance check, they spend the action, but nothing else happens. Countersong remains active until it wins or becomes your turn again, whichever comes first. So once the counter song wins, it doesn't apply to anything else. Well, someone's digging. One moment. Got to eat rats. They're starving. Alrighty. Draw attention. Using insults, taunts, compliments, and honeyed words, you draw the attention of others around you as an action. As an action, you can target a creature to make a will resistance check against your performance. If they roll lower, they become enthralled by you until the end of your by you for their next turn. By you for their next turn, I believe it should be by you until the end of their next turn. I'm gonna double check to make sure that that is correct for conditions. Enthralled is a creature with the condition has attention fixated on a specific creature or object. Any action the creature with this condition takes must involve the source of its enthrallment. So if a creature can only heal, then it might just do nothing, or it might heal the bard. If it can't attack something, then if it's meant to attack a creature and it can't get there, it spends its action doing nothing. Oh, end of. Until the end of its next turn. There we go. All right, talents. Healthy. When you gain this talent, you gain an extra hit points equal to your level times 3. Every time you gain a level, you gain an additional 3 hit points. This is actually a huge amount because right now, as it stands, the only way to gain hit points is equal to your might. So if you're a scholar and you decide to dump might because you didn't want to cast any might-oriented spells, that means that you're probably only going to be gaining 2, 3, maybe 4 hit points. And with a starting hit point pool of 25 compared to the guard, who may or may not have 40, gaining an additional 3 hit points per level is kind of nuts. Even on a guard who was probably going to have 6 hit points, who's 6 on his might, gaining 9 instead of 6 is kind of crazy. Exertion magic game able to cast spells from the scholar spell list, and you can is using exertion casting rules and knowledge of your spells and casting modifier. That's fine. Nihilistic magic. Alright, what are you doing? This is actually kind of hilarious. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna actually take the camera here and show this. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's trying to get into his food so badly. That is a 25 kg bag, my friend. You are not going to be able to move that. He is trying so hard. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You know, you have food in your bowl. No, doggo, this is not your time. Luna. No. He is trying to get into that bag so hard right now. Okay. Nihilistic magic gains you can access to basically access to cleric spells and spellcasting weapon expert. Choose a weapon, greatsword. Anytime you do damage, re-roll the weapon, the base weapon dice, keeping the choice of the 2 results. So basically, if you were to roll 2d12, and you get 4 and a 5, you can roll again, and if you get 6 and 5, then you take the 6 and 5, if you would like. Upping your damage on average by half of the dies facing, no, by 1/4 of the die facing. So that would, on average, with big weapons, that's with a D12 or D10s, on average, you're adding about 2 to 5 damage on average to your total of weapon damage. Weapon gain use of all weapons, which can be good for certain classes. If you're playing a cleric that doesn't use a shield, or if you're playing a hunter and you want to use a melee weapon of some kind, that would be really good. Durable guard. When taking the guard action, you add your might to the amount of armor health you would gain. So for a guard, this would be really good because it would increase the amount of armor health they gain by 6. If you have nuts armor efficiency, you increase by 1 class, which is light to medium, medium to increases to heavy. Resistance, you choose a core attribute. You gain proficiency in that resistance, which is really, really good. You gain proficiency in 2 skills of your choice. You have 2 additional boost dice for every full rest. Capitalized right there. Equipment. We need to make sure that we add light to some of the club. Dagger, pierce. We're gonna add light to the dagger. Where is the player's handbook? I'm just gonna copy over the light attributes on the equipment that they have in here, because that's easier. All right, so let's see here. What has the light attribute? And then we're gonna call it a day, I think, on here. Actually, we want to do this. Whoop, nope. So we can just do this. So the club has light. The dagger has light. The hand axe has light. The light hammer has light. The sickle has light. And then we don't get to anything until we get to the scimitar, which has light. The short sword, which has light, which I can get behind. And that's it. All right, and then we need to make sure that we add light to the description section at the bottom here. Loading precision step RST LM. Here we go. This is just +2. Yeah. After attacking with a weapon that has this property, you may attack again with another weapon in your other hand that also has this property. This second attack does not add your... Oh my gosh, yes. The second attack does not add your attributes. Muna, what do you have? Does not attribute to the weapon damage roll. I think this is going to be one of those cases where dual wielding is going to be really, really good early on, and then it's going to fall off later on unless I have support for it. Like, I think the thief, specifically the thief, having double daggers is fine. Now, granted, I don't think they're going to be able to use the swipe. If nothing, to swipe. Oh, I actually need to put it in here. You must. Whoops. You must have a free hand. It must have a free hand to use this ability. I think that's very important. So if you want to like do damage, you can go like double short sword or double dagger and then go in, and that way when you're rolling doubles, like you go stab, and you get like, you're gonna have that plus D4 weapon damage die very often if you want to try and go that way. Let me see here. So yeah, light. The second attack does not add your attribute to the weapon damage die, which I think is fine. That's -6 on weapon damage, which is pretty significant when I think the highest light weapon is 2d6. So that means that on average you're cutting your second attack's weapon damage in half on average. If your agility is your big stat. So that's, or if might is your big stat, I should say. So that's pretty hefty. But I think that's appropriate. And I think I may have to change the numbers on this around a bit. Because, well, maybe not, because +5, because 5, 5, 5, armor up is pretty good, and then on the guard it'd be 10, 10, or 11, 11, so 22. If they're intended to be the guy in the front constantly taking all the damage, pow, 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 pow. And if it's +2 on that, so that's actually 13, so 23, or 26, and then they block for 8 in one turn, plus their agility, which will probably be more like 14. They get attacked like 4 times, they might take some health damage, but they're spending their entire turn blocking all the time. So, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think this actually works out really, really well. Because it means that if you're set up to block a lot, it's going to be really good. If you're not set up to block, like to take damage, if you're set up to be a tank, you're going to be tanky. If you're not set up to be a tank, you got some mitigation going on. We'll read the armor real quick, and then I gotta go put my daughter to bed. And I think I will be probably calling it for stream after that. So, let's see here. Oh. There actually should be one more thing, which is insert column to the left. Agility. Agility penalty. There needs to be some sort of agility penalty. And then for wearing light armor, agility lets you add to your block. So -1 block. -1 block. And that's going to be the case for all of these. Can I just... will this work? No, it won't. Okay. Insert column to left. All right. All right, and agility penalty for this is going to be 3. And then we're just going to add a space here for now. And then agility penalty for this is going to be -5. So heavy armor, obviously, if you have high agility with your armor, with the heavy armor, you're not going to get a lot out of it. If you have light armor, though, you're going to get pretty good out of it. The idea is if you dump stat with medium armor or light armor, then if you dump stat with light armor, you'll get something out of it. If you dump stat and you get medium armor, you ain't going to get anything. But if it's a mediocre stat, you'll still get something out of it. If it's your big stat, you definitely don't want to go light armor. This also gives an incentive for highly mobile characters to not wear armor. But wearing armor still gives you more block and more armor health. So it's the trade-off. It's, do you want the full optimization, or do you want to have that extra space of movement, which might matter? Ideas. Armor health. Oh, and we're gonna insert column to left. -1 block. For agility, yeah. -1 block for the shield. Yeah, it's fine. But it stacks. So overall, you're getting a +2 with armor and shield if you have equal agility to the penalty. So armor health, when you take damage from a weapon, that should actually be from slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning. Damage. You take from you take slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage. You remove armor health, followed by your hit points. Armor health stacks with all forms of armor health that you gain. You lose any armor health that exceeds your max armor at the start of your turn. Move reduction while the armor is okay. Yep, same thing. Okay. Yep. It also decreases the amount of spaces that you move on your turn. All right, agility penalty. I'm gonna call it a day here. I'm gonna have to stop now. It's later than I thought. All right. Cheers, guys. Really appreciate it. And yeah, until next time, have a good day.